All right, Cooper Flagg has a great game against the Detroit Pistons. Let's check out his highlights, and we'll get to his stats here in a second. It is muted, or Adam Silver is going to take me to prison for sure. There it is right there. I've been waiting to see that. Cooper Flagg with the weak side shot block and passes to Najee Marshall. We'll assume that he missed the shot because they didn't show it. This is nice right here as well. No help defense. Let's check that out one more time. No help. And Cooper explodes towards the baseline for the nasty dunk. I think we were wanting to see more of that when he came in. Everyone thought he would be a freak athlete, and we're seeing his athleticism more and more game in and game out. Cade Cunningham just barely missed his head. He looks like he kind of scathed his hair there, but Cooper with a nasty dunk. Dallas fans are going crazy. Off the dribble. One thing about Cooper, he's always going left. 90% of the time he's going to go left. And it doesn't matter because you can't really do anything about it. We'll see later in this video his counter when people stop him from going left. But, you know, he's 6'9", he's 210, I think. So he has the physicality to be able to, there he goes left again. Nasty dunk. Just bad defense, honestly, no help. Like I was saying, he has the physicality to battle against these NBA players, even at 18 years old. That's no help there. That's bad, but Detroit is a top 10 defensive team, so it's not like he's doing this against a bad defensive team. Gets the midi pull-up, just a nice hit right there. Let's see. Just want to see that midi one more time as well. If y'all see on this one, Cooper gets the screen from AD right there. Comes off the screen, one dribble. Pulls up right at the elbow. Just a nice hit there. Cooper has his head up, the kick up ahead to Najee Marshall for the nice little floater, whatever you want to call that finish. Cooper bringing the ball up the court. Point guard experiment may have worked. That's nice as well. Just another midi. If you see, it's in the fourth quarter. Mavs are down one. Looks like, is that Christie up top with him? Nah, PJ comes out to set the screen on Beef Stew. They come off. Isaiah Stewart feels the screen. They don't switch, but Cade Cunningham flashes really quick just to kind of slow down Cooper Flagg. Then Cade comes back to PJ Washington. Isaiah Stewart comes down here to try to cut off Cooper from getting another sick dunk, and Cooper just stops right there. Pulls up for a beautiful mid-range pull-up right there. Really nice shot. His mid-range game is very good. His mid-post game is probably kind of the most developed part of his game so far. Like I was saying earlier, beautiful pass to AD. Like I said earlier, Cooper's going left 99.9% of the time. He is a right-handed player, but these kids are so ambidextrous these days. Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper. But he's going to go left. He takes two dribbles to try to push his way through Cade and go left. But Cade does a good job cutting it off. Cooper goes to that spin move and goes back to his right and gets the dime to Anthony Davis. He wants to go right, but he kind of prefers going, I guess he wants to go left, but he doesn't mind coming back to his right hand, obviously, because that's his strong hand. But if we see right here, boom, Cade cuts him off, spins back to his right, and the dime to Anthony Davis. But he's so ambidextrous. Him going right is probably stronger because he wants to take off of his left foot to power dunk like we saw when he went down the baseline. But this performance is against Detroit. They're a top 10 defense. They're one of the best defenses in the NBA, so you can't really try to criticize Cooper for playing against a bad team or something like that, because Detroit is definitely not a bad team, like we all know there. But here's the Detroit game right here. He has the 23 points. These last 5 games, Cooper's had 16, 19, 22, 42, and 23. So it seems like he's kind of rounding the corner. He does have the 3 steals, 3 blocks and 1 steal, 4 assists, and 10 rebounds in this game. So again, he does a little bit of everything. When Cooper came out of the draft, I still feel the same way I felt about him then. When he came out, I didn't think he was elite at one skill, but he was just very good at everything across the board. And now that he's in the league, same thing. I don't think he's elite at any one skill, but he's just very good across the board at pretty much everything. His 3 ball is absolutely horrible right now, but we'll get to his numbers on the season in his second. He does shoot the free throws at a high percentage, so I think he'll get his three ball going over time as well. But he shoots 7 free throws this game. He shot 20 last game, so he's being a bit more aggressive and getting into the paint. Speaking of the three ball, he's 0 for 4 this game. He's just his three ball doesn't go down right now. He's just a horrible 3-point shooter right here, right now. Will he improve on it? I think he will improve on his three ball over time, but it is what it is right now. He's 8 for 20 this game, so he shoots 40% from the field. Not great efficiency, but it is against Detroit, so I'm just impressed that he was able to get the 23 points against an elite Detroit defense. The 3 blocks are really impressive as well. If you see again, his last 5 games, 3 blocks, 2, 1, 2. Then he had 2 steals, 1, 1, 1. I think he'll probably finish the season averaging at least 1 block and 1 steal, which is really, really impressive for any player, let alone a rookie player. If you average 1 block and 1 steal across the entirety of a season, it doesn't mean you're an elite defender, but you can't name me one defender that averages 1 block and 1 steal across an entire season that isn't at least a very good defender. So if you see on the season right here, he is averaging 0.8 blocks, 1.3 steals. So like I was saying, he most likely will be over 1 steal and 1 block once the entire season is done. Like I was saying, the first play of the game where he gets that weak side shot block, I forgot what player it was against, but he gets that weak side shot block. And I thought we'd see a lot more of that when he came out of Duke because he was such a good weak side defender, so good at playing the passing lanes. He comes in the NBA, they're doing the point guard experiment with Jason Kidd. The game's moving so fast, just like it is for every rookie. It takes a few games, it might take a whole season for some rookies to get adjusted to the NBA. So Cooper, by now he is adjusted to the NBA speed, and he's able to use his defensive IQ because, again, when he first came in, everything's moving so fast. He doesn't know where he should be and when he should be there. But now, with his basketball IQ getting higher defensively, he's putting himself in the right places at the right time more than he was earlier in the season. And once he's in the right place at the right time, then he can jump on the pass lane, get a steal. Then he can jump over from the weak side and get a shot block. So his athleticism, I don't think it's insanely elite. It's not like when Zion Williamson came out, he's just a freak athlete, but Cooper has above average athleticism. And like I said, he's using his basketball IQ to get to the right places on the court where he can actually use his athleticism to his advantage. But so far in the season, he's 18.6 points. We'll just call it 19 points, 3.6 assists, 6.4 rebounds. We'll just call it 19 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. He's 81% from the free throw line. So again, like I said, I think his 3 ball will develop sooner or later as his career goes on, but I can't think of, it doesn't always translate. Let me know if y'all have an example. I can't think of one player in NBA history that shot over 80% from the free throw line, and then they were just ass at shooting threes their whole career. I don't know how good Cooper will get at shooting threes, but I think he'll get up to at least like 33, 34%, maybe better, but basically, if the defense lets him shoot 3 threes, he should make at least one of them just to keep the defense honest. Right now, he's shooting 24% from 3 right here. So again, it's absolute ass. It's horrible. We'll just call it what it is. He is taking 3.5 attempts per game. So at least he's taking some attempts out there. The only way he can develop it is to keep working in the gym and keep shooting them, in actual game action. But his stroke looks good. The mechanics look good. So I'm not too worried. I think he will develop a 3 ball sooner or later. Now people are respecting his drive more than ever because he's showing he can get to the rim and finish at the rim. So he'll just get more and more room on his 3-point shots. Yeah, 81% from the free throw line, 24% from 3, just terrible, and then 48% from the field, which is really good. So I mean, again, 18 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. His splits are 48, 24, and 81. So pretty good splits other than the 3-point shooting. And, every first round pick is going to get called a bust. LeBron got called a bust. Tim Duncan, Wembanyama. If you're a first round pick, you're going to get called a bust probably the first week of your NBA career. And people are going to keep calling you a bust and they're going to keep on hating on you. But it just is the life of a number 1 overall pick. Now Cooper's starting to round the corner. I think he would still go number 1 If he was in college this year, he was coming out this year with AJ Dybantsa, Darryn Peterson, Cameron Boozer. I still think that Cooper would go number one even in this year's draft because out of AJ, Cameron Boozer, Darryn Peterson, I do think Cameron Boozer may be more polished than Cooper. I think he probably is. His 3-point shooting, his low post game, his footwork. Cooper's got him in the mid post. Cooper's got him, in that mid range area. Cooper has better ball handles. I feel like they're probably similar as far as playmaking goes, but I don't think Cameron Boozer's ever going to be able to impact the game defensively the way that Cooper Flagg is able to impact the game on defense. And Cooper's like first 15, 20 games, I didn't really see that defensive impact that I thought I was going to see. And I was getting kind of worried because I figured even if his offense was bad, which it was kind of bad his first 10 or 15 games, again, they're doing the point guard experiment. He wasn't put in a position to really be successful. But like I said, his defense wasn't really flashing for me. But like I said earlier, his defensive IQ is just getting better and better. PJ Washington's a great defender. Anthony Davis is a very good defender. And I'm sure he's getting tutelage from those guys just telling him, PJ telling him the right spots to be on the perimeter. Anthony Davis telling him the right spots to be down low, how to play pick and rolls, what players' tendencies are. And as he's learning players' tendencies more, as he's learning other teams' offensive habits and what they like to run, he's able to put himself in a better position to use his athleticism to jump in passing lanes, get weak side shot blocks, and just be a better defender overall. But that's what I've been noticing so far. His offense is a work in progress, but 19 points on 48% from the field. There's a lot of NBA veterans that are never going to average 19 points on 48% shooting, and Cooper's just so far ahead of schedule, especially for an 18-year-old dude. He might be 19 now, probably in a couple days. Every conversation they have with Cooper Flagg as far as this many points at 18 years old, this and that at 18 years old, it's always him and LeBron James in those conversations. So it's kind of the only guy they can compare him to is LeBron James at this age. So Cooper's looked really impressive. There's really nothing for me to hate on him about. Of course, he can still get better at every single area of the game. Like I said, when he came out of college, I thought he was just very good at everything, but not elite at anything. The strongest area of his game right now, I would say, is probably his mid-post game, at least on offense, and then just getting out in transition and being able to finish in transition. But once his three ball starts going down sooner or later, once he develops his mid-post game more, once he develops his ball handle even more, he's already a problem, but he's just going to be a gigantic problem out there. And he looks like he is on at least perennial all-star trajectory, and he looks like he's probably on the superstar path like most of us thought he would be on. Jason Tatum's an awesome comparison. I see a lot of Jason Tatum in his game as well. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about Cooper Flagg. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.